Hi guys, today we are going to discuss about one of the many chess traps that are available. So today we are going to discuss about the elephant trap. Normally this trap is uh, played in the Queen's Gambit decline line. So we will just go through different positions and see how this trap can actually be implemented. These traps are mainly for the beginners because high level high rated players normally knows this kind of lines and they don't fall into this kind of traps. So this is just for the beginners to understand how the position is, and maybe you can try it in your games. So let's start. So it starts with d4 and black responds with d5, and then white responds with c4. So this is the line. So in this position black has several options. One option is to accept the Queen's Gambit. One option is to decline it. So he can decline it in several options. He can give a support by lifting this pawn, or he can give a support by uh, developing the knight, or maybe he can even support the pawn by developing this pawn. So these are all the different types of possibilities. So the elephant traps actually falls in one of the lines when black responds with e6. So for a normal player, the first instant response uh, that can come is that they should attack this pawn because it is attacked once and it is supported once, or maybe supported twice. So they have a they and obviously they have to develop the pieces. So that is another thing. So the normal response where most of the people plays is the knight will be developed to c3. And black can respond in same option. Black can respond in several ways. This pawn is attacked twice and this pawn is defended also twice, but in future there can other types of attacks also come. So black can actually foresee it and give a defender to that. There are several options again, or he can just develop the knight. So there are several options. One, he can develop the knight here, which adds an additional protection to the pawn. He can develop this knight, that is also possibility. He can develop this pawn. There are several options available. It's a normal development in the normal opening stage, and so many possibilities are there. But the elephant traps mainly comes when blacks develop his knight to f6. So even if I am playing, my instant response will be okay. I have this knight is there and it is in line with the queen, so why not I pin it? So white just goes and pins the knight. So when I also started playing chess, I was like, okay, I want to unpin it. There are several options. My first reaction will be, I'll just lift the I will just lift the pawn. This is my instant reaction, the pawn. But this actually gives white a right away advantage, because he is not knowing that white will just capture, and black has two options. He can capture it with the queen, then this he can capture it with the queen, then white responds by capturing, then this captures and this happens, and white will be in a much better position, much developed position than uh, black is. This is one, and black is materially down. So let's go back. And black has another option of capturing with the pawn, but this structure of pawn, it's a doubled up pawn, and it is also on the queen side, sorry, it's on the king side. So normally in most of the games the castling happens in the king side. So in this game that won't be possible, because this structure is completely destroyed. So we should avoid lifting this pawn to h6. Instead there is another option. We can just unpin the queen by moving the bishop to e7. It's kind of an equal balanced position, even if the bishop captures, and it can be captured easily with the bishop, and there is no destruction of the pawn structure. Let's go back. There are other possibilities also. We can instantly maybe pin the knight. That is also a possibility. So many possibilities are there. But elephant traps comes mainly when when black responds by moving his knight to d7. So the what white will be thinking is, okay, white will be thinking has he blundered, because he has obstructed the queen. So one defender is gone of this pawn, so only two defenders are there, and one defender is already pinned. So then white is saying, okay, I am gonna materially gain one pawn. That is his instant belief. He goes with capturing. Black also says, yes, I am also going to capture your pawn. I am not gonna give you a free pawn. And then black captures the pawn. So what is wrong in this? He was completely thinking, the white piece was completely thinking, anyway this is pinned, he will never move his knight. That was the whole idea that he was thinking. But surprisingly, this is where the trap lies. Black says, I am least bothered about my queen. I am gonna capture your knight. Now white is like, okay, I am not able to understand is this game going, or is he a real player? He knows how to play. Is he blundering? I don't know. So he has seen, okay, one queen is there and I can easily attack it. He captures the queen, and then comes the real attack. Now black easily moves his bishop to b4 and gives a check. Only one option is there for white. He can just place his queen, and ultimately the queen is lost. White white king has to capture it because he's already materially well down. So he captures, and then the king captures the bishop. So this is the whole position. Let's materially see. White is up with white has 2 minor pieces, black has 3 minor pieces. White has 2 rooks, black has 2 rooks. White is well ahead in development. White will go for castling, and see these 3 pieces. It's like I came to school, but I am not participating in any events. It's like it's there, or maybe the last benchers, like sitting, sleeping. They are not doing anything. Yeah. So this is how the elephant trap is being played. So I hope you guys loved my video. Please subscribe, and I will be publishing more and more traps so that you guys can try it out and enjoy chess. Thank you.